Vale, me ha dado un problema al OBS, un error de codificación de no sé qué. Una cosa muy rara. Vale, parece que ahora ya está bien. No sé qué quitar ahora. No me gusta la baraja de lo que me ha tocado. Sinceramente. Y es que esto, joder. Vale, uno es con ballesta y el otro es con espada.
Super Cucadula.
Buena, super.
Bienvenido.
Ha pasado. Me ha matado una carta. Solo este. Casi seguro. Vale, me toca a mí.
Valle León.
Bienvenido.
¿Voy? ¿Va o no va? Pues es que no sé qué ha pasado. Me ha dado un error el OBS. No sé qué de como de configuración o codificación. Y se me ha cerrado directamente el directo. O sea, no se me ha caído. Me ha cerrado el OBS directamente. Me ha cerrado todo. Luego además ha habido una actualización de Wicher también. No sé qué han metido. No me ha dado tiempo a grabar nada porque vamos, directamente me he metido, he hecho un guardado y me he metido aquí en el torneo. ¿Has venido prontito, no, Valle? A ver. ¿No te crees que va muy fluido? No, me parece que sí que va algo más fluido. Pues estás trabajando, ya se entrado por echar un vistazo. A ver, diciendo, no sé qué me pasa. No es que yo, que no veo muy bien. A ver, quedan 7 cartas, a otros 6. 6. 2 son de potenciamiento nada más. Le podemos dar una ronda. Si hemos ganado una ronda, le podemos dar una. Por eso mismo. Por eso mismo. ¿Qué pasa? Y ya que he echado varias cartas ya. Vale, la del clima no me importa porque la carta que tengo de héroe quita el clima. Ahora ya. Vale. Lo del clima no me importa porque la carta que tengo... a ver, bueno, solo me quita 4 de ataque, sinceramente. Tengo que utilizar el cuerno. Vale, Está metiendo todas ahí en ataque. A ver, serían 12 y 12, 24. O sea, 24. Y 5, 29. Y 8, 37. Me pondría con 69. No llego. No llego. 69 y 4, 73. Le tengo que dar la partida. Esta ronda se la tengo que dar. No llego, aunque use el cuerno. Cabrón. Tiene nada, señuelo. Pero se supone que ahora, en esta facción, 2 cartas del mazo vuelven al campo. Ahora empezamos con 9 de ataque. Para que está cogido la bruja esta. Está complicado. ¿Qué digo, no? ¿Que has terminado prontito? O... Y ahora empezará a resucitar, a... Estamos igualados a puntos. Lo único que tengo el cuerno. No sé. ¿Por qué tiene 2 cartas? Me queda otra. No puedo regalarle ya. ¿En serio tiene justamente la carta que madura para...? Pues nada, por derrota, pues la tendré que cargar partida. Sí, hoy sí.
Congratulations. Lucky I didn't bet my sword.
A good match. Thank I you. I'd never...
And my land folk who slander like... accuse me of cheating again.
Enough. As Gwent is a gent... Thus...
Gentlemen's sport.
Venga, va.
With...
Déjame cargar partida. Pues sí, la primera ronda. Es que esta baraja...
Congratulations. Good win.
Thank you. An exciting match, to say the least.
In the grand finale, Ambassador Von Hit... Stop!
Seems there's some...
Stop!
Get out of here before my patience runs thin.
Hear that? Got our sides threatening us.
Another!
Joder, ¿me quieres dejar cargar partida? Torneo, vamos.
External.
Bienvenido.
Esta creo que es... A ver, justo empezar el torneo. Hay 13. Es el torneo, sí. Lo he empezado... Nada, ya digo, lo primero que he hecho, he meditado para que pasaría 2 días y he empezado el torneo, pero claro. Ya ha sido la primera partida del torneo. Son 3 partidas que creo que hay que jugar. Pero no sé, ya te digo, no sé. Después de comer no sé qué me pasa hoy en la... Veo borroso. Veo de lejos. Las letras las veo todo como borroso. No sé qué pasa. No es guía, que no me pasa algo raro a mí también. Joder. Joder con pupas. Es que me gustaría ganar el torneo, pero que es que con esta baraja va a estar complicadillo. El café, que no es por sueño. Sí, me tomo el café cuando me levanto. Es que ya, tío, no sé, es algo raro. Se ha empezado a pasarme hace un rato. Justo antes de empezar el directo me ha empezado. Estaba leyendo unas cosas, la tele, titulado, vamos.
Let the tourney begin! In round one, and
Let's grab a table.
A wager would you wish to make?
A ver,
What did you have in mind?
Weapon.
No, vale.
Sword's how I earn my keep. Can't
Que nos
risk
dice que
it
si
once.
queremos apostar, que quiere, le gusta nuestra espada de plata, No la ha puesto porque, mira, lo hubiera perdido,
better in all to
evidentemente. Aunque bueno, teniendo el punto de guardado la podría haber apostado. Veamos a ver qué cartas me tocan, porque o me puede tocar una una baraja muy buena, o sea, una mano muy buena, o bastante complicado. Vale. Mira, esta la voy a descartar, porque si uso esta, invoca a estas tres de aquí. Usa muchas cartas de ataque, así que esta me va a venir de maravilla. Vale. A ver qué estrategia usa. Vale, encima le sale a favor. Qué suerte tenemos. Hombre, si le dan de ataque, no me importa. No entiendo muy bien la jugada. Descoloca, pone un cuerno de ataque y me pone luego una catapulta. De verdad que veo borroso,
Sabkbeye.
Bienvenido.
Fernando Alonso es duro. No sé, no he entendido. Bienvenido, pero no sé, vamos, qué quieres decir. Vale, tiene 8. Tampoco quiero exagerar en poner aquí. Un canal español, Pues sí, pues a ver, ya. Que por mucho que me hables en inglés, no te voy a entender la mayoría de las cosas. Vale, tengo mis dudas. ¿Qué sentido tiene que haya sacado la de Jasper con el cuerno y no está usando cartas para multiplicar? No entiendo la estrategia de este tío. Pero claro, es que tampoco quiero regalarle la primera ronda, así como así. O sea, la putada que está. Al no tener ninguna carta de Berserker, no hace nada, solo 8 de ataque. Vale, le puedo usar esta. Y se van 2 cartas. Me hubiera gustado guardarla más tiempo porque sacará más. Venga, va. Venga. La ronda para él, la ronda para él. Me hubiera gustado haberla guardado más. Lo siento. No sé lo que... Vale, 24. Tengo que ganar 2 rondas, a él le quedan 2 cartas.
Valle León.
Dice sabe perfectamente que es un canal español.
Ah, es que no sé lo que está diciendo. Me la voy a jugar a él. Mi mejor bajada. A ver, es que no puedo, claro, y yo no puedo usar la del héroe porque no tiene clima. ¿Qué hago? Si paso y me supera, pierdo la partida. Uso el cuerno. Necesito tener cartas para una... Si gano esta ronda, para una tercera ronda. Y él tiene 3 cartas. Antes he usado eso y ya saca quemadura. Saca quemadura. Me quita 36 puntos directamente. Pero el problema es que si pongo esta carta... A ver, me quita 36. Me quedaría con... Ya... A ver, tengo fe pensando en... Creo que la baraja, la de estos especiales que saca 2 cartas del mazo de los que has usado. El problema es que nosotros vamos primero. ¿Ves? Ese es el problema. Y ahora solo me queda una carta, pero bueno, si supuestamente lo de la facción me devuelves ahí. No es mucho, pero son 12. A él le quedan 2 cartas. ¿El problema es o qué? ¿Qué 2 cartas le quedan? Vale. Le gana la ronda, pero vamos. Tenía 2 cartas de clima, pues. Hemos tenido suerte. Vale, hay 36. Porque si perdemos, me imagino que habrá un auto guardado aquí.
A well-deserved victory. Congratulate I you.
I'd never have lost if you hadn't cheated.
And my land folk who slander like that don't live long, because we don't let them. Accuse me of cheating again, and I'll cut your tongue out.
Enough. Hands to yourselves. As Gwent is a gentleman's sport, we expect all its players to demonstrate impeccable manners, and we cannot tolerate any disturbances. Thus, by decision of Count Monnier, the contestants from Novigrad and Skellige are hereby disqualified.
Gentlemen's sport. Well, I'm a lady, and we ladies don't give a flying fart about a tourney where any measly prick can accuse us of cheating.
With round 1 completed, the standings are as follows. Agneta Skolt and Eric van Vroeg both disqualified. Geralt of Rivia has defeated Hamal Onganvali of Ophir. In the semi-final, Geralt shall face the defending champion, Ambassador Von Hill.
No me he enterado muy bien. ¿Por qué han eliminado a la chica? ¿Que es la que ha ganado? ¿De la otra ronda? Es que no me he enterado muy bien. Estaba bien pendiente de otras cosas. Que para la han acusado de hacer trampas. La otra la acusa de hacer trampas. Pero no
Valle León.
Dice han eliminado a los 2 por no ser caballero 2.
Caballeroso. Ah, joder. Vale, bueno. Hay 30 y poco. A ver. Mira, esta es la mejor carta que tengo.
Valle León.
El champiñón este lo quitamos porque tenemos carta.
Dice ese le acusa de hacer trampas y la otra le ha amenazado con cortarle la lengua.
Sí, no, con lo de la lengua y eso sí que... Vale, bueno. Solo tiene 2 de ataque, pero podemos resucitar una carta. No es un héroe, pero sí que podemos resucitar una carta. Que tampoco es que tenga... Y quemadura, pues veamos a ver. A ver. Que empiezo yo. ¿Qué triquilluelas me usa este hombre? Lo malo de quemadura. A ver, de esta creo que tengo una más o 2 más. O sea, en teoría si pongo deberían salir 2 barcos más. O 1 más. O sea, tengo 2 más, vale. Vale, si uso quemadura, la de 10, la carta de 10 se va a hacer puñetas. Pero de poder resucitar una, pues puedo resucitar este y al final son 12 de ataque. No tengo ningún cuerno. Aquí, mira, tengo esta para resucitar otra carta también. El champiñón solo afecta a las cartas berserker. A ver, me la quería guardar. Me la quería guardar por si sacaba más cartas de 10 y eliminaba todas de un plumazo. Pero tampoco quiero gastar yo muchas cartas. Bueno, sí que puedo traer 2 de vuelta. Que voy a... Voy a poner esta. Ahora sí que no me la pienso. La va a traer de vuelta. La va a traer de vuelta. Me quedan 5 cartas, él también. Aunque yo puedo traer 2 de vuelta. Voy a pasar. Claro, si tiene también... ¿Qué ha pasado? Jodido. Bueno, ¿en serio me trae de vuelta la vaca? Vale, ya el resurgir. Me trae de vuelta la vaca, que no me vale. Que es tontería porque esta no se multiplica. A ver, puedo traer otra carta de vuelta. Tengo la mejor carta, pero quiero primero saber qué más cartas tiene. Pues para esa me quería haber guardado de veneno, porque tenía 2 de 10 el cabrón. Hay que jugárselo todo. Evidentemente esto no la va a traer porque es tontería. O sea, la de 4, voy a traer la de 5, es un punto más. A ver. Solo me saca 3 puntos. Si tiene quemadura... A ver, si tiene quemadura ganamos. Si tiene otra cosa, no lo sé. Si tiene quemadura me rompe estas 3 cartas. Pero le superamos el punto. ¿Cómo? No sé qué ha pasado, creo que ha cogido una carta de mi mazo y... Vale, pues se supone que hemos ganado el torneo. Pero ahora a ver, porque había una pelea con unos enanos.
The pleasure was mutual, I assure you. Congratulations, Wicher.
Stop desecrating Gwent!
Death to any and all new factions!
Seems there's some trouble brewing.
Scoot, all of yous! Off your asses and hide to Skellige, ye ale-loving seal slappers!
Please remain calm and stop the verbal attacks.
Stop your mum from fucking ferrets, Monier, and hands off our Gwent!
Maybe instead of hollering threats, you ought to just explain what it is you want.
We've said it plenty of times, yet no one ever listens.
Got me listening.
Gwent's an ancient pastime. Its rules were set ages ago.
Exactly. Determined in keeping with the laws of nature.
There should be 4 factions. That is the optimal number. We'll not tolerate the introduction of any others. It would disgrace the tradition.
Sí, porque solo cuántos
Aye,
tiene.
leave her Gwent the fuck alone.
Enough of this! Didn't come here to jabber, but to break fucking heads in defense of tradition! Come on, lads!
Vale, pues creo que da igual. Vale, me puedo curar. Que no es fácil afirmar.
Valle León.
Vale, hombre.
Dice supongo que 4 facciones por los 4 elementos de la naturaleza o algo así.
Pero es que no tiene nada que ver, porque una es de monstruos, está el reino del norte, los reinos... La de monstruos, la de monstruos.
Seeing triple. Quadruple, even.
Enough. I shall summon the guard.
I got this, Count. Sure, you can shut this tournament down, but there'll be another, with who knows what new rules. If you don't like them, don't enter. Play somewhere else however you want, but you'll never stop other folk from playing however they like.
Bollocks!
Like my good friend Zoltan Chive says, if one says you're talking bollocks, they could be right, they could be wrong. But if multiples say you're talking bollocks, well, you probably are. So let's take a vote. Who else here thinks I'm full of it?
Zoltan Chive. Haven't seen that rascal in ages. How's he doing?
Zoltan's just fine.
Attention, everyone! Our outing's taken a new turn. We're to sit and drink vodka with Zoltan's pal.
Gentlemen, wait. We've still the final round of the tournament to play.
Final? Fuck that! I, Yaki Raffenberg, to hereby declare my participation in this tournament. And I
Comandero.
demand to play the victor.
Bienvenido.
We'll settle whether this Skellige faction's worth a flaming bag of shit! Once and for all!
Agreed, but please, show some patience. We must first play a pre-final.
In the pre-final, Count Monnier, representing the Skellige faction, shall face Geralt of Rivia, also playing with a Skellige deck.
My brother's dream has come true. Skellige in the final, and played by both contestants.
Good luck.
Famous one day, as famous as you.
Yo pensaba que había ganado el torneo ya. Dime que me ha salido la... Sí, vale. No tengo ninguna carta de Berserker. Él también tiene la misma baraja, así que pues vamos a empezar con los barquitos. Con Ciri también tenemos a... No nos ha tocado para nada una mano mala. puedo hacer la misma jugada que acaba de hacer. Y es que esta me la guardaba yo como baza para ganar una ronda. Pero bueno, si él la ha usado. Se me está complicando. Está complicando la ronda. Me jodería perder esta ronda, pero voy a pasar. Mínimo creo que va a tener que usar 2 cartas. Mira. Podemos ganar la ronda. Vale, no deberíamos llegar a la tercera ronda. Son todas de 4. Mala ronda. Me quedan 2 cartas. Claro, porque si llegamos a la tercera ronda, nos van... Va a ser cuestión de suerte lo que salga el mazo. ¿En serio? Que me da igual que me gane esta ronda, pero no tiene... A ver de qué 2 cartas cogen de su mazo y qué 2 cartas cogen del mío. 12. ¿Y de él? Sí. Me he querido guardar una carta más por si acaso. Pero ya hemos ganado. Luego en caso de empate, a ver, si cuenta una victoria para cada uno hubiéramos ganado también. Pero creo que no sé. Estamos ganando. Me ha salido bien la jugada.
Thanks. Good game.
Skellige won. What a bundle of pish. Tournament's not done. Now it's my turn.
That is what we agreed. Let us resolve our differences here and now.
Now to determine the ultimate victor! Geralt of Rivia, playing the Skellige faction, shall face Yaki Raffiberg, playing...
Scoia'tail!
Let the better man, or dwarf,
Ahí 55, yo creo que más o menos 54, 50... Me ha quedado por saber si pierdo, porque quiero ganar el trofeo ya, el esfuerzo que nos está llevando. Vale, juega con esta baraja. A ver. Dime que me ha salido. No me ha salido. A ver. Tenemos cartas de Berserker, solo tengo una, ¿no? Por de momento nos quitamos un champiñón. No te crees que estoy yo muy convencido de lo que... de las cartas que me han salido, ¿eh? Paciencia. Que quiero que saque más cartas de... alta. Esas quiero. Supuestamente esta carta lo que hace es como igual que quemadura. O sea, esas 4 cartas serían nada. Pues ya se ha plantado aquí. A ver, puedo traer 2 cartas de regreso. Una sería esta de quemadura, lo que no sé. Quiero que gaste todas las cartas posibles. No quiero regalarlo en la primera ronda, después de lo que estoy gastando. Aunque ya pase lo que pase, yo ahora sí que voy a pasar. Quiero mantenerme, quedarme cartas. Y él también. Voy a pasar. Quiero quedarme con esta carta que además puedo resucitar otra. Así de clima. Ha salido más o menos bien la jugada.
Thanks. Good game.
Bollock blusters! What hurts most is fucking skilling a one. But as they say, tough shit. Congrats.
Es que joderse, enhorabuena.
Come on, lads.
Sí, ha habido dos estrategias que nos han salido al final bien.
You must stay, for I wish to treat you all to a tickle. We must toast the premiere of the new faction. And if anyone wishes to play a friendly match of Gwent, I see no reason why not.
Ya, pero a mí dame el trofeo ya, ¿sabes?
Thank you for everything, Wicher.
Ya buscamos los trofeos dentro del juego, ya,
No problem. Had fun.
You proved yourself a true Gwent master. Here, the grand prize. You earned it.
Trofeo dentro del trofeo. No pasa nada.
Thank you very much, Count.
Thank you once more for deigning to take part in my little tournament. I hope we shall meet again.
Who knows? Farewell.
Bien, pues ha estado interesante. Ha estado interesante el torneo. Bien, pues veamos qué misiones, porque ya no sé ni qué. Vale, historia principal es 42. Contratos 45, 48, 46. El juego del hambre. Visita Corvo Blanco para... Vale, esta creo que era la abuelilla. No, la abuelilla de las cucharas, que le quitamos la maldición. Yo creo que es el más directo. A ver.
Sorry.
There's no to be done about that.
Pues yo pensaba que iba a tener más problemas con el torneo, Pensaba que con la baraja esta, la verdad que ha habido un par de veces que nos han salido buenas jugadas. Hemos tenido un poquito de suerte. Me ha salido bien. Y ahora pues hacer limpieza de misiones, todo lo que tenemos. Las 5, bueno. No, ha cundido, ha cundido. Pues igual el sábado las 5, café. Buena hora, sí. Pues igual el sábado vaya al final lo que dije de la Play 5 no espero ni nada. Y el sábado ya... Que mi último regalo de cumpleaños fue gracias a vosotros y fue el ordenador. Básicamente mi último regalo que me hice. Así que este sábado seguramente igual la Play 5, aunque no esté el juego, miraré. Y igual subo y la pillo. ¿Qué narices? Oye. Aunque me haga un autorregalo para mi cumpleaños una vez cada 5 años, yo creo que no está mal, ¿no? No, la última fue el ordenador para hacer los directos y tal. Bueno, los directos, ya sabéis.
Valle León.
Dice, pero para el sábado no habrás acabado el DLC, ¿no?
No, lo que voy a hacer es... O sea, sin entregar la 4. Sin entregar la 4, cogeré la 5. Así paso todos los datos tranquilamente y luego con el dinero que me den para la 4, pues igual o algún juego o los cascos de la Play 5 que me han dicho que son bastante buenos, que tienen un sonido, o sea, para los juegos que juego fuera de directo y tal, que te metes en la historia de lleno, que se oye mucho mejor, que los tiene Neo y me dijo que eran muy bien. Entonces igual con ese dinero, como no te lo dan en mano, te lo meten en la tarjeta para que hagas gastos en el game. Y en el game, pues al final, es decir, pues un mando, un juego.
Valle León.
Más que ver un juego será
Dice u otro mando que fundes en nada.
exactamente, otro mando, o lo guardo o lo dejo para otro mando, o los cascos y dejo, ¿sabes? Dejo dinero en la tarjeta, pues si se me jode el mando, porque al final, lo que dice, tantas horas jugando, al final los mandos petan.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Wicher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better.
Creo que hay una que viene con el Hogwarts.
Yes, I feel my strength returning thanks
Y la
chiefly
opción
to
es
Barnabas
coger
Basil's
esa,
care.
el Hogwarts, dárselo al de la tienda, porque el original, el Hogwarts yo lo tengo.
Yes,
Y
of
se me dan
suffering.
pues 50 o
You know
60
what's
euros
worse than the
por el
hunger?
Hogwarts, que está sin
Watching
abrir
my
y pues lo
loved
dan en la
ones,
tienda.
my children
Pues
grow old
poner
and
igual
die.
10 euros o 20
All
euros
my
más y comprar
family is long
el
gone
Jedi,
now.
el Jedi.
The last
el
of my
logo de
kin
Jedi.
perished decades
Virgo.
past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
O sea, el sábado yo quedé con unos amigos a tomar el vermú. Después de tomar el vermú y después de comer, igual me subo al centro comercial y miro a ver. Me cojo el dinero, me lo pongo en el... y ya miraremos a ver qué hago. De la ciudad empiezo una nueva vida. Puedes quedarte aquí.
This is a big
No sé ni lo
house,
que me ha
big
dicho.
estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah.
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices,
Pues aquí
to
anda que
sit
no hay
at
gente.
one
Tiene que
table
haber
with
gente aquí en el
others
viñedo
and
nuestro, vamos.
eat.
Mira, tenemos
Don't
cocinero.
see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas
Lo
Basil in
del
the
mando, la
kitchen.
verdad que lo había pensado
Eating
también.
his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
Como no me lo marqué como misión, vete a saber, no me acuerdo dónde estaba ya.
See you later.
Take care, Wicher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Busca la dote, pues va. Vamos a buscar la dote. Bueno, mira, al menos hay un viaje rápido. Esto que lo tengo, ¿sabes? Que lo monté aquí en la propiedad y nunca lo uso. Entonces he pensado, pues eso, que aunque la tenga, pues bueno, aprovecho todas las partidas y todo, lo paso a las 5, sin tener que usar lo del pendrive o tal, tranquilamente. A ver, seguiremos evidentemente los directos con la 4 hasta terminar el DLC.
Valle León.
Dice ya has guardado la armadura.
Pues si me ibas a decir unos 20 segundos antes, la hubiera guardado allí en la tienda, en donde hemos estado. No. Ni las espadas.
Valle León.
Dice ha sido el delay.
Nada, de momento ya vamos con 85 de peso. Espérate, porque aunque ella no está... Dame frío, de que no haya nada por ahí. A ver, la bodega, la bodega...
Might want to look around some. This one's full too.
Llamar, ¿sabes? En vez de examinar o romper, llamar. Va a contestar la 12 del bidón. Hemos visto la pared de piedra esa.
Nothing interesting here. Full.
Y solo a esos. Los de abajo, los de arriba no.
Nothing interesting here.
O sea, solo pueden entrar los del medio.
This one's full too.
Este suena hueco. ¿Sí, no? Pero a mí me ha sonado hueco eso.
This one's full too.
Pues suenan a hueco, ¿de qué?
Nothing interesting here.
Voy a tener la suerte.
Strange.
Palanca de oro.
That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
Ya está. No sé qué habrá ahí. Bien, pues no salgamos de aquí. Aquí estaba lo de la cocina. No te caigas. Pues,
Vaya Leo.
algo más, pero tampoco ha sido...
Dice igual la llave está en un barril.
Puede ser, puede ser. No sé. Hemos mirado todo, No. Bien, pues seguiremos a la historia principal. Encuentro limpiado puertas de la misión. Bueno. Esta es la... No me acuerdo, es una visión que vimos del vampiro que le ayuda a uno que están con un limpiabotas y tal. Pues a eso. Me hubiera gustado quitarme toda la secundaria, la verdad. Son niveles para no. Vamos a ir avanzando. Mira, perfecto. Pues esto es una maravilla. Al hacer secundarias vas desbloqueando puntos de viaje rápido. Y esto de que ahora cuando vas a una misión, tener el punto de viaje al lado de la misión. Sí, un niño, exactamente, que era un limpiabotas. sea, esto eran parte de objetivos de lo de... ¿Os acordáis al principio que hacíamos lo del honor, sabiduría, valor y todo eso? Que era una misión que ya sacamos el trofeo y tal. Pues que la vieja se quede en la casa era una cosa, el limpiabotas creo que hay que darle una propina o... Al niño no me acuerdo exactamente.
Bootblacks don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
¿Tendrá horario?
Wicher was old.
Pero no...
Valle León.
Dice medita.
Pero es que no pone nada de tiempo. Durante su jornada. Vale. Pues nada, pues habrá que meditar. No sé, ahí. A él no le gusta madrugar. También a los carteles digo, pues ponía alguna hora o algo.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes
Valle
our
León.
pites, we've always mud up to our
Dice
ankles
igual en el
here.
documento de lista de precios.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
Padre.
A Wicher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well. Which is all the same to me.
Epa.
We'll break your legs, migrant! Teach! Circle him! Circle him! All together, on 3!
Primero, uno.
Too late to surrender.
How I enjoy a good back punching!
¿Puedo curarlo?
I take him from the neck!
Pathetic.
¿Cómo? Espérate, el más. El más tonto me va a pegar todos los golpes.
Starling's dragon!
Pero me mataba, no le queda más que un puñetazo y me estaba quitando toda la vida. Ya empezamos como cuando la misión de los puñetazos.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast. on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh. I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
Sí, intenta, pero... A ver, niño.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Si tú limpias las botas y yo te defiendo, ¿no?
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it.
Tirarlo a orinar en la calle para que haría barro y se manche las botas.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they've just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Vamos a darle que monte el negocio, ¿ya? El dinero no lo necesitamos ya.
Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might
No,
find him?
más propina, ¿no? Te acabo de dar 500
But you
monedas.
can't wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Vale,
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right
¿te acuerdas, Valle? Dile a Vitrola que regalan hoy.
Meaning the right
Sí,
thing
lo
to
acabo de
bribe them
reclamar yo.
with.
Los Sims 4 en Epic. Para todos los que queráis. A partir de las 5 de hoy, que son las 5:20, que yo lo acabo de reclamar, regalan los Sims 4 en Epic. Vale, lo reclamamos. Ahora seguimos. Que me acaba de saltar justo la actualización, edito en medio de la pantalla. Me tengo que curar.
With no time to lose.
Valle León.
Dice no sé si me acordaré seguro, pero además no tiene tiempo de nada.
No, pero como son gratis. Y yo a ver, yo en ordenador tampoco ya sé que no juego, pero como todas las semanas dan un juego o dos, son gratis. Pues yo los cojo. Que tengo tiempo, no, que no tengo tiempo, pues bueno, ya. Ahí está, ¿no? Ya que. Eso es decir. Ya que es gratis. Como digo al sobrino, digo, todas las cuentas que tengo de Epic, de la Play, todo esto, digo, si yo el día que deje de jugar todo, todas esas cuentas y contraseñas, digo, van a ir para él, para que las aproveche y juegue lo que quiera. Vale, entro a la juguetería. No me he enterado muy bien de la conversación, porque estaba haciendo lo otro. Y no me he enterado muy bien. Hombre, ahora respirará, ¿no? Ahora tendrá más tiempo, ahora que ha terminado el examen, al menos. El pobre hombre.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, Detlef, I'm coming for you. A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Voy a dejar los libros por la mañana por la fregona y la escoba ahora.
Give me a moment.
Valle León.
Dice no, esta señor mana es su evento de capoeira y elecciones.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
Joder. La banda del cuervo, ahí. Mira, toda la familia de Pinocho ahí. No para el Joker, no para.
Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
Se supone que ha significado el aire, pero vamos, ha pegado un... A ver, si dejas de empujarme... Aviso de sabotaje.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Somebody fixed this recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
¿Verdad que el vampiro se ha vuelto juguetero ahora? A ver.
Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
Vale, piso de arriba.
Attic. Let's go. Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Nice little trinket.
Vale, pues creo que al desván.
So this is his nest. Need to look around. Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys. Somebody fixed this recently.
¿Por qué me empuja el notas este? Música.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Está claro que tiene que ver. Carta sospechosa.
Dettlaff van der Eretane, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Dettlaff killed not of his own accord. The blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Dettlaff have any enemies?
Indeed. Dettlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Dettlaff yourself, whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off, perhaps, by a bout of Dettlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Dettlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find out.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more. Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
El caso que a mí también me resulta parecido el rostro.
No dust mark.
No sé por qué,
Somebody moved this here recently.
Cartas.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detlef's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Este hombre, a ver, estamos de acuerdo que es un vampiro, pero no va a coger color en todo el DLC, ¿eh? Tiene una cara muerto viviente.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Pero suficiente para tener la inocencia de... A ver... Está claro que los está matando. Por una buena causa, sí.
Actually, it is. Detlef's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem.
But
this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Vale. Lo que hemos encontrado de la realidad es que lo están manipulando. El vino es sagrado. cojones. Sigue siendo nivel 42, pues nada. Vamos a ver, viaje rápido, vamos a hablar con la duquesa. Ya que bien, ha ganado un punto de guardado también. Un punto de viaje.
Silver lass, go to the bell. You're in need of excitement. Put the pigment back in. My health.
Realmente trofeos, como os comenté, ya solo nos quedan dos, que son... Hay como 3 finales posibles, o 2 finales y un final intermedio. Intentaremos sacar los 3. No sé si cuando lleguemos primero hacer, digamos, el más corto, guardar, sacar, digamos, el segundo más corto, y el último, el tercer, hacer el más largo. Me imagino que el más largo será el que creo yo que será el mejor final. No lo sé, pero así lo veremos los 3. No sé cuándo llegará el día. Valle se lo perderá, como todos los finales de los juegos. Tiene el don de la oportunidad de... Sí, que siempre que vamos a terminar un juego, un final, algo se pierde o le surge algo. A ver, la duquesa.
Geralt of Rivia,
Seguro.
Master Wicher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Wicher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast, I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Simplemente un vampiro que haya vivido 200 años ya es más listo que tú. Eso para empezar.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Wicher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine
Valle León.
or stains therefrom.
Dice el dibujo se parece a esta.
Fiorano.
No creo que sea esta.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Wicher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes. The west bank of the Saint Tour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Revello, especially and exclusively for the ducal
Valle León.
table.
Dice no creo que sea ella, pero se parece.
We must go to the vineyard. See if there's not been an incident.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint Real, it is Saint Real. We must ride to Castel Revello at once. Discover what has happened.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your grace.
Yes, your grace. Wicher, are you ready?
Sí. No?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Ponte la deportiva del Chanda que no vamos. ¿Puede ser algún familiar de ella? Sí que se da un aire, la verdad que... Porque ha dicho que es humana. Si hubiera sido vampira, sí que podría decir, pues igual era la madre de ella, ¿sabes? Pero si es humana... No sé. Sí. Se supone que es un conde o algo rango alto de
This
esto, ¿no?
vampire. Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Hey,
Voy a poner así detrás porque subir delante. Más que nada, no sé si tengo que girar en algún lado.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, your grace. We shall see to this.
Go.
Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Get on!
Las panteras. Con lo poco que me gustan. Qué bueno, verdad que llevamos lo del traje, que no me acordaba.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate
Thank
we hadn't
you.
died.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Y no he meditado y solo voy con un frasco.
Move it! Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in all Tucson. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Be gone from my sight.
Take it easy.
Captain de la Tour. We did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
El vino. Yo hablo contigo. Venimos a hacer una inspección.
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
Oh, and who are you, sir, to speak to me this way?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a Wicher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Wicher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Saint-Réal?
I am at your service.
Vale. ¿Quién tiene acceso al vino?
The Saint-Réal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Saint-Réal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Saint-Réal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Saint-Réal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Saint-Réal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Wicher.
We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
No lo veo que sea el chantajista, vamos. Está hablando, le has pegado 4 chillos y tampoco se caga encima el hombre.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Got Pomino over here.
¿No tiene sitio en la bodega o qué? ¿Que no tienes que estar empujando? $1269, ¿no? Ha dicho. A ver si me imagino que irá por orden, evidentemente.
Fiorano,
Debería ir.
Dandelion's favorite, adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
71, ¿no? Ah, no, mira, 79.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Bueno, si hemos encontrado el año. Dos etiquetas con el mismo año.
Hervelus. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Valle León.
Dice mismo año vino diferente nombre.
Ah, vale, eso es lo que no. Ya es vale. Vale, hay que subir arriba. He visto por arriba hay algo, hay más. Vale, aquí. Sangrea cosecha del 70, nada.
San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
San Real. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Ya, pero puede ser que no hagan el hueco y ya hayan sacado una botella simplemente. ¿Ah? ¿Han jugado con los barriles otra vez?
Full. This one's full too. Full.
Será el último que inspeccionemos, seguro.
I have a feeling we'll find something awry.
Full.
Izquierda, derecha. Bueno, pues ya, si solo queda uno. Tiene que ser este.
This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sangreal? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
Tira, empezaremos otra vez el principio de tira. Vamos a ir a probar el vino, venga.
Ready.
Step aside.
Para borrachera se va a pillar aquí la reina.
Slightly smoky, strongly tannic, definitely Sangreal.
Valle León.
Dice el último tiene el dibujo de la tapa al revés.
Si le evitamos la borrachera así. Vale, el de la derecha antes no hemos podido. No lo hemos examinado. Pero buen detalle ese. Creo que hemos dado con algo.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Esto es muy fácil. Es pegas el cambiazo del barril. Si no lo prueban ni tal, está lleno. Para que si solo tiene la llave, ahí luego algo no cuadra. Toma, guantazo.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But your grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sangreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sangreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, your grace, you must forgive me.
wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Wicher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Centrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Need a minute.
Make haste. We await only you.
Valle León.
Dice Medira.
Valle León.
Dice Medita.
Por eso le he dicho lo de que espere. Vale, espérate porque ahora no puedo hacerlo.
We would not have made it far without your grace.
The important bit is yet to come.
No puedo meditar.
Wicher, hurry.
Vamos, no me deja meditar.
My men stand ready. Say the word and we will make for Fort Astra. It is time to catch these wine thieves.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
A ver, ahora. A ver si me deja ahora. A ver, tengo para recuperar vida, vamos, y... Combate me imagino que serán contra... Si nos escoltan, pero tampoco creo que haya muchos... No debería haber muchos problemas. No sé, te podrías haber puesto...
Now we wait.
Algo, ¿no? Para pasar un poco desapercibido. No es lo mismo que vaya Fabrizio que tú con el carro y ¿sabes? Las espadas, la armadura. Con un barril un poco más y viene.
Ah, our favorite vintner. It's not him.
No es él y vamos, como que no se ve a la legua, ¿no? Que no era él. Como que no se veía. Los arqueros siempre. Ah, coño, ¿dónde? Yo no puedo pasar. Alejandro se muere o algo, Han
Is
traspasado
it
la...
just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Wicher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Don't need to like each other. Just gotta do our jobs.
If that's how you wish to treat it. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Wait, she here?
I hope you did not think I would leave this to you alone, especially when every hour could prove essential. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Centurion. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Centurion. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Centurion. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Wicher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
I'll join you. We'll meet there.
We shall await your arrival.
Más que nada porque quiero meditar, a ver si me deja meditar. Guardar. Y... Evidentemente saquear. Saquear ya. Vamos a ver con esto y esto. Nada, llevan prácticamente... Nada, el otro mundo... Aquí está. Por lo que veo, bastante nada. Bastante de nada. Todo chatarra. Y armadura me imagino que... Evidentemente, como tenemos la otra... Vale, a ver, ¿me dejas meditar ahora? Debería. Meditamos, guardamos... Y a ver, viaje rápido. Y mientras hacemos el viaje rápido, pues pararé un minutito para ir a hacer un pis y a por algo fresquillo. Vale, vamos para allá rápidamente. No he dicho nada. Un minutito mientras hacemos el viaje rápido y ahora regreso.
Brianin 8H7R.
Bienvenido.
La vejiga ya que no aguantaba. Brian, pues bienvenido, creo que ha entrado cuando estaba. Micro sí, está puesto. ¿Ves? Yo... Era el día monumental de hacerse cuenta en Twitch o algo, el 15 de marzo. 15 de marzo de 2023. De momento te quedarás ahí, pero... Es posible que te lleves un baneo. Vale, estamos. Vamos a reunirnos con Ana.
He's no hero. That's the butcher of Blaviken.
Her Grace awaits inside.
Here at last. We lack only Damien now. I'm worried something might have happened to him.
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Te voy a comentar... En septiembre, Valle, son fiestas por allí o algo. En Cantilla. ¿O hacéis algún puente o algo? El 3 de octubre. En octubre. Sí, pero no, cae el martes. Me imagino que no hacéis puente el 2, ¿no? Que cae el lunes. Nada, que me comentó mi hermano que, a ver, porque se iba a ir en septiembre con un amigo, se iban a ir, que era una semana a Rumanía y tal. Pero como que no sabe si se van a marchar y tal. Y me dijo, pues podemos ir por bajar. Pero vamos, que primero tengo que ver el dinero que me quede y tal, y coincidir. No, la fiesta pasa el lunes. O sea, el 3, vale, lo pasaría el día 2 y el martes trabajaría. Entonces tendríais sábado, domingo y lunes. 3 días. Entonces, y me he acordado ahora, digo, si tengo pasta y tal, digo, pues bueno, si me puedo bajar. Y ya te digo que se apunta un bombardero mi hermano. Y yo, pues bueno, si puedo bajar un par del fin de semana o 3 días que no tengan que no coincida igual, que no tengan los críos y. Pues eso, que no tengan los críos. Y que estoy los dos de fiesta, porque al final. Que a mí me da igual marchar un jueves que un sábado, porque no trabajando, ¿me entiendes? Pero bueno, hay que mirar, pues eso, que coincidan días y tal. Porque coincide que se va mi hermana, igual se va también en septiembre, la primera de septiembre, a Málaga. Digo, joder, digo, pues mira, me apunto, digo, yo con que me dejes una cama para dormir, ya está. Yo, digo, en Málaga tal, digo, pero primero por orden. Primero hay que devolver la visita, vosotros habéis estado 2 veces, primero os tengo que devolver la visita a vosotros. Y a Málaga ya bajaré hoy otro tiempo. No pasa nada, vale, vale. Sí, bueno, la verdad, como están allí, ellos estarán a su aire y si es fin de semana, más que nada por si los tenías que atender o tienes que llevarlos a algún lado o lo que sea, ¿me entiendes? Era por tema de eso. Pero vamos, que si no pasa nada, pues ya me tocará, según pide la Play 5, todo a ahorrar otra vez a todo correr para octubre, a ver. Digamos, no me comprometo a nada porque todavía no lo sé. Entonces, pues ya te digo, estaba mirando, no sé si le saldrá el viaje o no. Entonces, que lo comentamos ayer, por la tarde. Sí, no, es que fue ayer una conversación de esto que me dijo, ¿verdad? A ver, lo que digo yo, pero tú qué pintas. Digo, ¿qué pintas el mal? ¿Qué pintas el día? Digo, pues si son con amigos míos, ¿sabes? Pero digo, bueno, por no decirle que no, ya que ha sido idea de él. A ver, por un lado, bien, porque así no voy a. Si no, aunque baje en autobús o en tren o en coche, no, porque no vamos a conducir ninguno. Pero como vayamos, al menos no voy solo, ¿sabes? Y ya que eso es viaje más o menos largo, en tren o en autobús, al menos la compañía se agradecerá. Pero vamos, que pueden comentar y tal, y por eso me he acordado ahora y digo, bueno, te voy a preguntar y tal, porque realmente a nosotros igual nos da en septiembre que octubre. Es que no trabajando, igual nos da. Vale, ha cometido un error y lo aprovecharon.
Still don't know this Centrion's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Centrion, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Que ya les digo, con cualquier posada o hostal, mientras tenga una cama donde tirarme, me vale, ¿eh?
We expected you hours ago.
This Centrion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Como que hay un no sería la primera vez.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Wicher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event going to be held?
The Mandragora always
Al final
assembles at the same
a que
place.
se termina
A
acostando con
residence
la,
in
con la
Oatville.
reina esta.
It's a very distinguished district.
Mucho se junta.
Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Ya están otra vez intentando que nos vistamos. Quiero que bendito los trajes. Ah, sí, sí, no, antes de eso yo te diría a reservar, sí, además te preguntaría. A ver, algo que es barato para allí. Antes de hacer nada de comprar billetes o lo que sería, yo te pregunto, vamos, claro. Que no me va a presentar allá de sopetón, no te preocupes, que yo te avisaré. Vaya, digo que no lo sé, porque igual se va en septiembre al final hacer viaje, ¿sabes?
I should double the patrols.
Vale, no, inventario, bueno, sí. Una ballesta. Que no es mejor.
Just in case.
A ver, reúnete con el narguete en el callejón del charlatán opcional. Ponte un atuendo que gana. Vale, ¿y qué atuendo? Que no tengo.
Audacious rat, the Sidron. But we'll get him. I should double the patrols, just in case.
Vale, marca 2 puntos. No creo que tendremos que comprar un traje. Me imagino que el callejón será aquí donde la arboristería. Y aquí será va a conseguir el traje.
Wicher.
En teoría, y esto es digamos la calle principal. Vamos para arriba. Sí, vamos, ya te digo, es como si, por ejemplo, decidiera cuando baje a Málaga de lo mismo. Ya estamos. El listo que se queda atrás del todo. Lo que no entiendo por qué me están atacando esto.
Valle León.
Dice porque han puesto precio a tu cabeza, recuerda.
Ah, sí, verdad. Vale, no me acordaba ya. Pues mira, ya que tenemos aquí.
De godsportuk of de Weimes.
Bueno, casi hemos salido favorecidos y todo. Vale, no es muy lejos, pero... avanzamos. Sí, bueno, además, joder, las dos contestaciones que le hemos dado al este, cuando nos ha dicho el precio de por nuestra cabeza y anteriormente otra cosa, como que le ha contestado ya era un poco borde, ¿no? Creo que ya... Bueno, no hace falta que seamos amigos, así de lo de la cabeza que me da igual, que al grano.
A Wicher. That could only mean trouble.
Espero acertar, que aquí es... Me parece... Está escondido el tío.
Ah, welcome back to our northern dandy.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
A ver qué... La chaqueta ya he visto cuál. No sé por qué. Esa armadura. 300. A ver, ¿cómo se llama este? No. Me ha gustado este. Mira. Pantalón básicamente yo creo que son iguales. Pero bueno, por el nombre nos cuesta más. Vale, hemos comprado, sí, 3 piezas, ¿no? Esto creo que ya...
Thanks. Think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
¿Qué pintas tenemos?
Valle León.
Dice seguro que no necesitas la máscara.
Creo que tengo máscaras. Mira, todo elegante ahí. Creo que tengo alguna máscara o las vendí todas, no lo sé. Bueno, compraré una máscara por si acaso, pero... Creo que no hará falta, vamos, voy a coger la del lobo. Creo que eso es más por la misión que cuando hicimos lo de... El baile de disfraces. Al ser sastre, pues las venden. Yo creo que es por eso, vamos. Bueno, es una moneda, ¿eh?
Thanks. Think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
La puerta.
Valle León.
Dice ha dicho algo de máscaras la chica creo.
¿Ha dicho bueno? Bueno, yo la compro por si acaso. Que tampoco he hecho mucho caso. Bueno, no...
Nice tune.
No sé, como era opcional, tampoco, pero bueno.
Reginald Dalbury has returned, not to be missed by
Me
your
gusta si puedo hacer los objetivos opcionales. todo elegante
Wait.
con todas las espadas.
Now, why does that not surprise me?
Llega tarde, va a ver, no sé, bastante tarde, ¿no?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style.
Profesional, yo, el estilo.
Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... Just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Me había cogido el lobo, pero bien, me vale.
Any
Me
idea why they
imagino que
wear
para
masks?
no... que no sepa nadie
Likely
quiénes
because
son.
they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Esconder las armas, la llevaba puesta. Vamos, no sé dónde se ha escondido, pero... Pues ya había dicho algo de máscara, por lo visto.
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residents belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Busca por las alcobas a una mujer con las alcobas. Opcional, participa en los entretenimientos de la velada.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The great boys, cast them at the canvas.
Discover your artistic soul longing to express its creative side. Silence.
Lanza bolas de pintura para sacar a la vista. Como las lanzo.
Good to see you, Clara.
Quite the note. Splendid. The sky over Toussaint before a storm.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
Perfecto. 3 de 15.
To vines and to wine!
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different.
Greetings, Wicher.
Wine vendors all art.
Please do not disturb. One false move.
Entiendo. No tengo más.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different.
Please do not disturb.
How fierce your petals.
Consider it rigorous. Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Freeing a stone suffering soul requires great precision.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
¿Todo se ha bugueado o...?
It's the Soreto!
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blotch is all ice.
Scarlet crimson boxmouth, face lips, full sensory target lips. The composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Ya el amarillo. Ahora hacemos así. Otro
It's
para aquí.
obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Y dices, el payaso Nicolás.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to point. My grace? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh, yes.
Do not disturb! Shoo! Shoo!
It's the right flower.
Of course it is! A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still! You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Vamos a hacerle la pelota.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learnt I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble? Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave
No
now.
le mete un guantazo con la mano que está al pintur de la nariz. A ver.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things. Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Se lo pasa. Este será el ilusionista, vamos.
The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
It's great. Your boards, as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the country's struggle. What else did they think of? If they can't agree, they need to cut the line. And you can keep strength.
Algo marcado por aquí. Hemos hecho el ridículo ya bastante. A ver.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Tricky refuse.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. Gift from the Centrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Hit of Vistec. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Hit of fist tech. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Hates like the great wine.
¿Por qué no les lleva al cuadro?
But he's a dancer.
That's to say, the other one. His brother.
Yes?
Ya que me estaba dando la vuelta ahí.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come.
La puerta,
Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
Brother dearest. Trust me.
Está bien.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Quitar medio. Bueno, puedo hacerlo.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Vamos, que solo lo ha utilizado para entrar aquí, no lo he visto.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony. Bloody handprint. It's his. Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Footprints, made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this ladder.
¿Debió qué? puedo usar señal.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Locks busted. Picked
Me
open
imagino que
probably.
no lo ha hecho más que utilizarla para entrar aquí, pero ¿por qué?
Jewelry box. Locks busted. Picked open probably. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain
Tiene que ver
links
con el
next to
vino,
it.
con
From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
Ya, sí, pues yo no me voy a soltar, digo, me mato.
Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.